10 years ago, a man from the big city of Los Angeles got a phone call from then Wenatchee High School principal Mike Franza. Wenatchee High School was looking for a mariachi teacher. This man said, why not? And embarked on an entirely new journey. Taking the big plane from LAX to Seattle, things were looking up. Then, stepping onto the 30-passenger rattle trap of a plane and puddle jumping over the Cascade Mountain Range, his surroundings started looking just a little more strange. Thoughts raced through his head of what am I doing here and where am I going? After living in California all of his life. He'd never been to Wenatchee and definitely didn't think it would be his new home. That was Wenatchee High School mariachi teacher Mr Rivera in 2005, and now he's the director of a nationally recognized mariachi program, appearing on national television and performing at high-profile events across the state of Washington. Besides the glitz and glam of Mariachi Wenatchee, Rivera is doing a whole lot more than directing. He's changing lives and putting students on track to a successful future. When he took over the program, Wenatchee Mariachi students' graduation rate stood at 58%. In 2009, the rate hit 100% and has stayed steady ever since.
Nationally, Latino dropout is pretty high. It's about 50% they graduate, and sometimes in a smaller area or more urban area, it's even higher. So one of the things I wanted to model for the students that they need to graduate high school. High school is so important because a lot of our students live in poverty, and they want to help their families.
Without the support of the Wenatchee School District and Wenatchee High School administration, Rivera doesn't think the success would have been as easy to come by. He meets with Superintendent Brian Flonez every year, and Flonez always asks Rivera how the district can support the mariachi program to reach even greater success.
I know if we give students positive outlets, like music, band, mariachi, they're going to do better in school. They're going to do better in their academics. And now they're going to universities and going to colleges, and now every year we're raising the bar for these kids.
In 2007, Rivera was awarded with the Numerica School Champion Award, which goes to teachers who go above and beyond for students. Just this year, 7 years later, Rivera took the 2014 Jefferson Award, the highest award for public service in Washington state. Rivera said the mariachi program at Wenatchee High School is a safe place for students, a place where students feel respected, and he treats his classroom just as if it were his own home. And beyond that, it's a place of competition.
Our program is in big demand, and so one of the things I'm really proud of is that the students have that drive and has that energy so they could be the best and strive to be the best.
The audition process for Mariachi Wenatchee, Rivera said, is like American Idol because it's so competitive, inspiring him to work harder. Although the music is a large part of the greatness that comes out of the mariachi, the best part for Rivera is when he's able to turn a student around and give them hope. Because when they get that acceptance letter to a college or a university, to him, quote, it's like winning the lottery, end quote. The media just doesn't do these students justice, Rivera said.
The image of a teenager is not good in the news. Why aren't they talking about the kids that are going to college? Why aren't they talking about the kids that are going to university? Why are they talking about kids that are getting straight A's? I know it's not going to sell a lot of papers, but I think if we could get that positive story out there and of what kids are doing, because I see it every day. I don't see these thug gangbanger kids that they're talking about. They're talking about good kids that are doing good things that are going to change the world.
Rivera's goal is to help people and give them hope. If he wasn't the mariachi teacher, he doesn't exactly know what he'd be doing, but he knows for a fact that he'd be believing in people and spreading love, care, and respect all around to make the world just a little bit better. The mariachi program and their director's successes don't stop Rivera from taking the group to new heights. He's always setting more goals to teach kids that going to the next level is the right thing to do. He calls himself a big idea man and dreamer, mentioning his hope of someday performing for the President of the United States.
I always set more goals for myself. I said, what can we do to make it better, take it to the next level? Just because I believe in teaching kids going to the next level, I need to do that too as a teacher. I have to go, I need to work harder to get the kids to perform here or perform there, play for the president. I'm a big idea person. I'm a big dreamer, and I think a lot of stuff come true if you really believe. You know, I know they say this a lot, where you believe it, you think it, it'll come true. I believe that our students could be on USA Today. I believe that they could graduate. I believe they could go. I think a lot of people don't believe in themselves, and I think we need to teach the kids to believe in themselves, and then they will be successful, and they will go to universities. Everything's possible. They just got to believe.
The WHS Mariachi will travel to the Seattle Sounders game this weekend to perform at the Hispanic Heritage Game when the Sounders take on the USA Chivas. You can watch the game tomorrow on Q13 Fox at 1 o'clock. Reporting for KOHO 101.1, I'm Bryce Newberry.